everybody, I'm Hani and welcome back to Cinda's channel. I believe you all know the content based on the title. So long, story short. Let's get into the topic. Here's a Samsung Galaxy XCover 5 and Galaxy A32. One is an industry-built smartphone and another one is consumer-grade smartphone. Both are targeting lower, medium-range price groups. A32 is one in the market is around 1,199, while XCover 5 haven't disclosed its price in the market yet, but we expect a similar price range with A32. A32 has been in the market since the first quarter of this year, whereas XCover 5 is still a new face. If you're wondering how XCover 5 can compare and compete with A32, stay there and we will disclose all to you. Before the comparisons, let's take a look at XCover 5. Samsung announced their newest durable smartphone, Galaxy XCover 5, earlier this year around March. It's a rugged yet sophisticated device specially designed to handle demanding jobs while meeting the needs of an increasingly mobile workforce. So obviously Samsung is targeting enterprise and people for rough use or looking for a durable phone. Look at the phone. It looks so decent and solid. The design of it looks very robust. Based on the appearance, it looks quite similar to the last rugged smartphone model, which is XCover Pro, and many are saying that XCover 5 is a lower spec version and more affordable. As you can see here, the phone size has become thinner and closer to A32. What do you think? Today, we brought in Samsung Galaxy A32 as the comparison smartphone to XCover 5. The reasons behind are we want to find out when both price ranges are similar. How do we choose between a rugged smartphone and consumer smartphone? Which one is more value for money? And when a consumer is looking for their smartphone, their features, they will usually consider including performance, durability, battery consumption, audio quality, and storage. Surprisingly, the demand of the camera features has been reduced. It might be because the current camera spec in the market has been more than enough to fit with consumer needs. On the other hand, when people are looking for rugged smartphones, here are the things they would consider, which is performance, durability, battery life, and security. Isn't it that similar? Let's have a quick look on both of their specs. A32 is using MediaTek Helio G80 with 4GB RAM, 64GB ROM, and can insert an extra micro SD card which can up to 1TB storage. Meanwhile, XCover 5 is using Exynos 850 chipset, 4GB RAM and 64GB ROM with external storage that is up to 1TB too. We have compared both the chipset and found that both chipset performance are similar, while Helio G80 gains a slightly higher benchmark. Next, for the screen display part, A32 is using Super AMOLED screen, which is a very good screen that you can display deeper black and more remarkable colors. It's one of the best screen displays in the market. It also equipped with 6.4 inches screen size with 1080x2400 pixels resolutions that can show up full HD display. As for camera functions, A32 is equipped with 64 megapixels for the back camera and 20 megapixels for the front camera. On the other hand, XCover 5 has a 5.3 inches and 740x148 pixel screen size and resolutions with PLS IPS display technology. It can be set as still satisfactory and acceptable. Camera-wise, XCover 5 has 16 megapixels for back, 5 megapixels at the front. Let's look at the boost of the pictures taken by both devices. Apparently, A32 has more shallow depth and clearer image resolutions. For battery capacity, A32 has a 5000 mAh non-removable battery, while XCover 5 has 3000 mAh removable battery, both equipped with fast charging 15-volt adapter. I think both have its advantage, as XCover 5 can remove and replace a new battery when it runs out anytime, anywhere, while A32 is not removable but give you more capacity. seem like a huge difference, I would say. Somehow you may feel like A32 is better. That is because of the battery screen, better camera, and longer battery life. But let's dive in more before we jump into conclusion. Have you not forgotten XCover 5 is a rugged device? What does rugged feature means? It offers these features that consumer smartphone would never have. XCover 5 offers one P68 dust and water resistant, which can stay under the water up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes or more. Besides, it has obtained the military drop test proof, so you don't need to worry about accidental drops. It's worth mentioning that XCover 5 has a red button, which is called XCover key at the side that can program to access any app or function without unlocking your phone and navigate to an app. Now, you see where the money is invested in this smartphone. Do you think this bag now is more durable? Let's look back to the A32. The A series and Samsung is commonly known as the lower spec versions of their flagship model. However, it has its own fast following the popularity among the younger consumers because of its affordable price, appealing design of body, and a somewhat similar spec like their flagships. Speaking of its durability, I would say A32 is at the weaker point in contrast to the rugged device. It doesn't have a basic water resistance. Considering their price, maybe their budget is going to the screen and camera, so you should be careful of it. We also found some reviews on the internet. Hope it helps. All in all, the positions of XCover 5 and A32 is very clear, and both of them are targeted with different customer segments. To say that, A32 is more favored by younger people who like affordable, trendy, and fascinating stuff, whereas XCover 5 is not only meet the basic features and functions of a consumer phone. The rugged features give it more sturdy usage that you can bring everywhere, such as outdoor activities, fieldwork, and say no more to fragile. By comparing the price, we would say that XCover 5 is more value for the money since Samsung has upgraded its device's design to meet the aesthetic of modern phone look from its last model. XCover 4 has been criticized by the public for its bulky and old-fashioned look. However, if you feel like having a fancy and good design of the phone, A32 is still a bargain to many of you. Other than that, performance for both of the phones are more or less the same. So what do you think about both of the smartphones now? Feel free to comment down below and let me know your opinion or questions. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!